I thought we had seen the last of you, Peeves. That armor looks red hot.
Ooh, ickle kiddies. Want to play?
Oh boy. The last encounter with Peeves. With some calming music.
Buzz off, Potty. Catch this. Ouch, not fair.
Of course, this encounter again is really easy. Just 2 more times.
You've just about got him, Harry. Harry, he's blowing torches.
So much for him. Brilliant work, Harry. Thanks. I quite enjoyed it.
You don't think we overdid it? Making him cry like that?
Don't worry. He'll be back to annoy us again in no time.
So yeah, there was a bit of overlap at the end. When the cutscene triggered, Hermione was saying something about he's throwing torches or something. And also during the cutscene, you could already hear the sound of us collecting a cauldron cake. I mean, look at that! I didn't have to do anything. Ron and Hermione are already doing the work for me. So yeah, I mean, once you defeat Peeves for the last time, 3 cauldron cakes will appear. And yeah, it could be that, you know, Ron and Hermione are already touching them during the cutscene. That's okay, it happened here, but it's all fine, really. It doesn't matter. 110 cauldron cakes, that's good. That's really good. So yeah, we're back at the interior. This is nothing new. I will tell you that there are 4 secrets, so that's a bit strange, right? I mean, there are less secrets in here than there are at the exterior of Hogwarts. But, I mean, there's a whole lot of things to discover, really. I mean, there are treasure chests, cauldrons, whole bunch of portraits, whole bunch of locked doors and all that kind of stuff. There are 7 floors to discover, so, you know, I mean, enough to do. But there are 4 secrets, but no wizard cards to collect. At least, you know, not in this part. In this route that we're going to be doing, there are no wizard cards or collector's cards to find. So that might be a bit of a pity, because we're still stuck at 40. But we'll just have to do with that number, you know. So, just beforehand, we all know this, right, from the previous games. This is the way to the dungeons. You know, in the previous games we have to go there to go to Professor Snape's potions classes. And that reminds me, where is Professor Snape? Where was he? You know, it just pops in my head like, okay, I haven't seen him for a while. Maybe I haven't even seen him in this game. That is a bit of a weird thing, right? So yeah, the dungeons, we could go there, but we are not going to go there just yet. We are going to go in the hallway though, but we're not going to enter through that door. We're just going to cast Lumos. And just enter this. Well, technically you could say this is a secret area. The game does not count this as a secret. So it's nice and all, but it's not really a secret. Also, that door will open and close just randomly. So it's there's a trigger somewhere. That door will open and close. Yes, that will lead to the dungeons. That's a separate map. We're not going to go there, because we will go there later. Let's see, what else do we have to do? Well, of course, the treasure chest. We have to open them. Now we can. Everything that we see, everything that we can open, we will open. Now we all know this room. This is the portrait room with all the shortcuts. And I will tell you, I told you of this one trick, right? That if you go back here, and we all know this area, this is where you can redo the spell challenges. These armor sets, they have now been depleted of beans. We cannot do anything here anymore. That's a bit of a shame, perhaps, but yeah, we'll just have to do with that. Yeah, so let's just go up. Let's go to the grand staircase room. And of course, everything we see here we are going to extract the beans, the pumpkin pasties, the cauldron cakes, the whatevers from them. So, normally you're a trader, I think, but I'm not interested in trading right now. That treasure chest, I think we saw that in an earlier part, but we were not interested then. So the grand staircase, hall, room, area, always impressive to look at. And we're going to do this floor by floor, of course. That would be the easiest way of doing this. I also just reminded myself of something. I was a little bit too hasty in going here. Some people might be thinking, no, what are you doing? You're totally missing something. What is this? And you are absolutely right. I was a little bit too enthusiastic of actually going ahead and exploring. And that also shows you, you know, how easy it could be sometimes to miss secrets. In this case I was forgetting something, but you could miss it. So go back here. And actually, oh, I was standing just in the right place. Spongify tile will appear. And let's aim ourselves, I was about to say. That was the perfect jump. First secret of the Hogwarts interior. But you will only get just a couple of beans as a reward. And a Spongify tile to hop back. Neat. So yeah, that was the first secret actually. So my apologies for going to the grand staircase room and then forgetting about this. Like I said, it's easy to just skip over some things, right? So that was secret number 1. Now we can go back here. We've done this part, so now we're going to go floor by floor. All the way up to the tippy top. So yes, let's go to floor number 1. And I don't really want to talk to these NPCs. I mean, they're just sort of interrupting everything that I'm doing here. You will see these portraits. I've already told you we need to buy passwords from Fred and George. We are not going to buy them in this part. We're going to buy them, I believe, in the next part. So we will do everything that we can do on each floor except for the portraits. So just bear that in mind. We will have to go back to discover what is going on. Alright, those were the armor sets. Let's go in here. And ooh, what is this? This is unique. There are just some pumpkin pasties just laying around there. Let's go ahead and collect them later. First, let's go in here. Yeah, and this is not really a secret because, well, it was a bit too obvious. And you could always open this area, actually right from the start, I think, of the game. Again, you do not seem to be too interested in collecting beans, so I will grab them. And I have no idea what these NPCs are doing, really. But that's okay. Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised about the pumpkin pasties laying around here. Because I didn't expect them. I really didn't. So that's a bit strange. You can always look around and see where we can cast something on. But there's nothing here. And this is always the fun part, I think, of the free roaming, is that you can actually enter the classrooms. Now there is really nothing that you can do in here. So there's nothing to interact with. But this also gives you another entry, or entrance, in this case for the Draconic Force Lapis Force challenge. So you can walk over here.
That's the door to the Draconic Force Lapis Force spell challenge. What do you think, Hermione? Want to give it another go?
Of course not. We have completed that one already. But yeah, interesting, you know, there are 2 entrances to do the Draconic Force Lapis Force challenge. So I think that was floor 1. Yeah, nothing really too exciting. The second floor should be a lot more interesting. So let's go over there right now. I mean, this is already interesting enough, right? We see ourselves a gargoyle. We see some banners. just cast it 3 times, then it's all depleted. Same thing here. Oh, that's really neat. Ron and Hermione are already catching all the beans, so I don't have to hit that safe book. That's actually pretty nice. Let's see. Of course. Some portraits. Of course they have secrets. I believe this was another sweet tooth victimized by Professor Flitwick. Oh hey, another one. Yeah, you know the theory, right? Ooh, this one also was a fan of pumpkin pasties. Swallowed them whole. Maybe that's how he died. I don't know. Let's see here. Ooh. The classic one. Of course, the classic one. The secret bookcase. Whoop. A bit of a weird thing going on. Books. So there are still enemies here in the Hogwarts interior. So yeah, that one we could open. And then we had to kill some books, and now... Yes, this is secret number 2. 2 out of 4. And you will be rewarded with... beans and pumpkin pasties. Good, good. Alrighty. So let's go back up here. Make some nice jumps. We still have Lumos to cast. Well, that one was actually quite straightforward, I guess. There is a chocolate frog. And some beans have appeared. Alrighty. And again, just beans. We all know that there's not going to be a collector's card popping out from these treasure chests, but still, you know, it would be fun. Also, parkouring. Look at this. That is extreme. Okay, let's just go ahead and take that chocolate frog. I mean, why not? Why not? Alrighty. So that covers this part, and that of course is the way I think to the library. It's now closed off. So let's go ahead this way. I think you all remember this area as well. Oh, more destruction. You all remember this area. This was where we had to do the Glacius spell challenge. We had to go to class, but before we could go to class, we had a choice to deal with the Monster Book of Monsters. So again, we could go back to this area, but there's really nothing here. There is no secret to discover. That cauldron will just stay there. There's nothing in it. So, nothing to do here, really. So let's just go back. Yeah, this way. Ah, this triple Alohomora chest. Finally, we will open it. But I think there was a miscast. I don't think it actually worked. There we go. Now it did. A whole bunch of beans just bouncing off the wall. I think we will get ourselves a dialogue trigger because we have to collect those beans near that portrait. So I'm just gonna... Oh, actually, no. Again, Ron and Hermione are just doing the work for me. That's actually really neat. You know, if I stand too close, then, you know, the game will trigger the dialogue that says, hey, you need to buy a portrait password from Fred and George, because otherwise you can't do anything in here. But just remember, again, here, second floor, there is a portrait. And again, we can go back to the classroom. In this case, we can actually free roam. This is Professor Flitwick's classroom. Of course, this is... I like it how they actually made it, you know, quite accurate to the setting, the movies. You know, this is where, of course, we had Wingardium Leviosa. So, you know, I like it. You know, I really like this room. Also, that stack of books, you know, in that little table, Professor Flitwick is standing. It's just fun. In this case, now Harry is the teacher. You know, but what will Harry teach? There's only one spell he knows that all the others don't, I think. And that is, of course, Expecto Patronum. But that won't be until, what is it, like the 5th movie? Until he teaches that spell? I don't know. So yeah, nothing else to do in class. Of course, this is the way to the Glacius challenge, but we're not going to do that. We've already done it. We've completed it. Of course, unless you are a fan of slipping and sliding, but that is not me. So yeah, that's the 2nd floor all done for now. So let's go up 1 floor. The 3rd floor. The 3rd floor is, I think, the floor of Professor Lupin's classroom. There will also be yet another victim of Professor Flitwick. Just in here. But yeah, this is of course when we had to start the exams, we had to go up to the 3rd floor. That's how I remember it. And then we had to start off with Ron. So Professor Lupin was waiting for us here. Actually waiting for Ron. But yeah, now we can free roam again. But sadly, even though you see some objects that you can think you can cast a spell on, there is nothing. And this is also creepy. You know, there's another tiny skull. You know, it's weird. It's just really weird. This way, of course, leads you to the Carpe Retraction challenge, but not terribly interesting to go that way. So, yeah, sadly, again, no interaction. So, yeah, it's nice to see the classroom, but that was that. Let's continue the tour now with floor number 4. More portraits. Can't do anything here. A treasure chest, of course, we will open that treasure chest. There will be a trader waiting for us. There's a cauldron cake.
Harry!
Thanks for interrupting me. Let's first tip over this cauldron. Did I say cauldron cake? There was a cauldron cake here.
Harry, come over here.
No, I actually don't, but that bean is so dangerously close. Okay, nice. Yeah, I just really don't want to trade.
Over here.
Apologies for this annoying NPC.
Hey, Harry, over here.
We're pushing it, really. So yeah, another portrait. Again, we can't go in there yet. Then you have this little area, this little lounge. But there's nothing really, anything to do here. This is interesting though, this little portrait. You can see that there might be something behind it, but because the particle effects are disappearing, but yeah, a bit weird. Also, we can save up in here, but don't want to really. Not yet. 4th floor, really short, really boring. There's one that's even worse though. 5th floor. I think this was the floor when we first met up with Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall, I think.
How's the card collection coming? Make sure you go back and replay the spell challenges to see if you missed any secrets.
Kinda scared me there, buddy. But thank you for the tip. But indeed, my card collection is going fine. We're a bit of a standstill right now, but we will recover from that. As I was saying, 5th floor, that's when we encountered Dumbledore and McGonagall, when we had to follow Fred or George towards the shop at the beginning of the game. So now we can actually go in here. Well, we could already. We could have done that earlier. But yeah, it kind of makes you wonder, right? I mean, what were they doing on this floor? I don't get any weird ideas, but you know, it's a small floor. But maybe they know some secrets that we don't. Actually, that would not really be too surprising, now would it? Let's open up this chest. Nice, all the beans collected already. That's good. Portrait, we need to remember that. But of course, this tiny little floor does have a nice little secret. So we have to look up. Cast Alohomora at these portraits. Actually, those two will give you access to the secret. But this one, of course, is just yet another that person just tucked away somewhere in Hogwarts. It's really creepy though, you know, if you think about it. Anyways, let's go in here. This is now secret number 3. So on the 5th floor you have the 3rd secret. Just a little bit of beans. Pumpkin pasties. All good, all good. But yeah, there's really nothing else here. So yeah, let's go up to floor number 6. Yep. Yep. Just checking it again, but yeah, nothing else to it. Floor number 6. Now this one, you will be disappointed. Because there's only a skull. There's a skull, and then there is this portrait of, it says Professor Walton Aragorn. Interesting name. Yeah, and then there's another portrait which will unlock a secret once you have the password. But yeah, there is nothing else here. So floor number 6, really short. So then we go up to the top floor, and of course the top floor is where we have the Gryffindor common room. It's where we have Fred and George's shop. So this floor, of course, is packed with stuff. Let's just wait for you there, buddy. All right. Here we go.
Hey, Harry! Over here!
Yes, I know. You're a trader. You are so eager to trade with me. They really just want our full stack of beans.
Oi, Harry! Over here!
They know that we have over 4,000 beans. 4,275. That is a lot. Hey, what are you doing here?
Hey, Harry!
Wait, where did you came from? You're a Slytherin. What the hell? Are you a spy? This is so weird. Sometimes I really have no idea where all these walking NPCs come from. You know, how do they spawn? They really spawn literally behind your back and you can't see it, you know. What do we do here? Yes, touch the globe. Touch the pile of books. Follow me, little Spongify top. A little hop. Oh, you guys are joining me. Nice. And yeah, this is not a secret, not officially, but it is a tiny little area. It's quite neat. What are you two doing? Well then. Oh, what the? Okay, I'm gonna go now. Oh yeah, you just respawn. Okay, everything is okay now. That was a bit creepy. Let's go through the portrait.
The Tuna Major.
Nice. Yeah. We're almost done with the exploration though. Still one more secret to find. We are coming up to it right now. So just across Fred and George's shop. Oh, my bad. We had to do a triple cast. There we go. Once again, Spongify. Very popular. And this is the last secret in the Hogwarts interior. Secret number 4. Again, a bit of a miscast. My apologies. Let's collect all these beans. And I think this is a bit of a special treasure chest as well. Because, yeah, for some reason, you can repeat casting Alohomora at it. Nothing will happen, but yeah, you can just cast it again and you can see that little particle effect with all the keys floating around. So yeah, this is again a little bit of a special treasure chest. We had one that closes again after you've opened it. And this one you can just repeat Alohomora at it. So yeah, you know, again a little odd one out. Fred and George's shop. That's all good, but we're gonna go to the Gryffindor common room. Small, but one little thing to discover. Yeah, that was it really. Just 4 beans. Nothing else to it. So we're over 4,300 beans. That is insane. That it really is insane. But yeah, that was really it. with regards to the exploration. So there were 4 secrets, we've discovered them all. So what do we do next? We have 40 wizard cards. I think we should really work on those last 2 items, which is we have to buy portrait passwords from Fred and George, and we just have to collect the next 40 cards. Now in the next parts I will explain how we are going to do this. So first I'm going to save up,
Fortuna Major.
and I will tell you all about it. So let's save up first.